Okay, so what else do I need? I need
You need
the
an HDMI cable.
HDMI and a monitor.
And a monitor. So, yeah, this is a good question today. Is this an easier setup?
Okay.
We don't know. Because, okay, what are you going to do? You're going to load it, unload it, build it, connect it?
I'm going to have it just like...
Well, no, you're going to get it dialed in, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, but what is easier?
We're one of those. Because I want this to be a BTS episode.
You know, the only thing I don't like about these, if you go from hold to off, is it still going to record?
From hold to off. I think it would. I think there's got to be a fail-safe input.
It's got to be, because this is the...
If not...
This is like, I go like, I'm like, like just...
It's just a little too much?
Well, I mean, if you go too far, it's off.
Yeah.
So then what?
Wait, now, wait, I need to hook up this monitor. See, this I had mounted on my other office.
Yeah.
That's why there's no stand. But for now, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. So we're gonna, actually that'll be your mic once we get started, because I wanna, actually test it out.
Yeah, there we go. See, I think for a studio setting, I think not having a box makes sense. I think you don't have to go wireless in a studio setting. I think it's totally fine. But for my needs, I was thinking mobile, in the field, set it up from the truck. Set it up from the car and get from the car to wherever you're gonna record the fastest, the easiest setup time, everything, and then breakdown, same thing. Not taking it back to the car, then
You've got a lot different needs.
Yeah.
Right? See? I can see that.
That's what's up. That's nice.
Oh wait, can you plug in the power to this?
Yes.
And then you'll see down here I downloaded this, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and did you check to see if you have the latest software?
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, we can check.
I don't know.
We can check that.
I'm gonna hook up these HDMIs to the camera here.
That's really what it comes down to. I mean, if you don't have somebody to talk to in person, you have to look online.
And you know what? YouTube's awesome,
but firsthand is the best.
Fucking YouTube.
Yeah. You think I want to watch 30 minutes of one video and not get all the answers I want? No. I'll watch a couple minutes and just get a couple answers, but like, you don't want to waste or use all day.
Yeah.
And still be wondering,
Yeah. And you know what? Like, just doing it, obviously, is probably the best way. But still.
The only downside to just doing it is you gotta pay to play.
Yeah.
You
bought the wrong shit. Too bad.
Sell it. I always mess up because I end up selling it. I should return it.
Yeah, bro. Get that. Exchange or something.
I know. It's tough. It's tough.
And this guy.
You in cam 2? Wait, you're in cam 1 and it works?
This one, yeah. This is the only one right now.
Interesting. Remember I was telling you, one of them you shouldn't be able to.
Well, I don't like the preview.
I don't either. I need to change mine. I had it set to preview, but it's like, wait, I had to hit it twice.
Yeah. I'd rather just hit one. And it's only like, I'll have 3 at the most anyway.
Yeah. That's interesting because you're not getting the purple.
What?
Remember I was telling you you should actually only have access to 3 of them out of the 4.
Yeah.
You should try that. You should plug it into number 3 and number 4 and see if it turns green and purple.
And see, here's a crazy thing too. On this camera, I can't see what's going on in this. Yeah, so
Where is the HDMI setting?
I know.
Video out. That's where we need to go.
There we go.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
You can still see it?
We call it.
Nice.
So I think that's what we were looking for.
Yes. And
Wait. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. I feel like I should probably take a picture or a video.
Yeah. So I'm always gonna need to look at like 2 monitors. Yeah. Like
Yes.
basically.
I haven't figured out a way around that. You're gonna need a monitor and a computer.
Okay.
Because you can't use the computer as a monitor unless you used an OBS maybe?
Yeah.
Is that, you know?
I've heard of this OBS.
Yeah. I downloaded it. It's about as far as I got. What you got?
So
We also have to set up, we have to send this
yeah. So actually I use this
in.
1/4 to 1/8,
Yeah.
right? Adapter.
Is that what the out is on here?
Well, I use this to the headphone and then put that into this mic 1.
Okay.
And then on this,
Did you Google that?
I found it on one of the
On the
mini videos.
Okay.
And then in here in settings, I should freaking screen record this.
You have to save these settings too.
I went to audio, general.
Mhm.
Here, see this microphone?
Yep.
But
Line.
it should be online.
Yeah, it should be online. You're probably both are gonna probably want to be line.
Line,
But
line. Let's just keep that there.
then you have to hit done.
Oh shit. See? You know. Line, done.
Okay, and then.
So, but check this out. Well, when I did this last night, crazy like hissing. So I'm gonna put it in 4. That's hooked up to here.
Oh.
That's 2. So that's this one. We can turn off 1. 2.
Okay.
So you're gonna hear this. You're hearing this.
It sounds so good.
Yeah, no. This is.
ASMR. Okay, so I'm not gonna get to hear that.
So that's the thing. Like, how do I monitor what's
Okay.
coming out of this?
Let's plug. See if this works.
You hear this? You hear this? Yeah, they just.
Wait, there's no headphone thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I turn it on here. You can fuck with the mic.
Nope, that's not gonna matter because
But
there's
check-
no headphone out.
Yeah, and look, you can see here the levels is reading.
Yeah.
My.
Nothing.
You can see that's my mic. This should be your mic, and then this is a mix out.
Can you go to your Apple settings for audio? Oh, these are great too.
Yeah.
They're like really.
Yeah. They.
Let's
Or
go to
you
the
can prefer-
preferences.
But actually, this is when watch. You may hear a hiss. This is what I heard a hiss yesterday. You don't even need that.
Oh.
It's not-
Sounds like a motorcycle.
There.
Hello? That's feedback.
That's just
That's
feedback.
just feedback.
Because this
That
mic
means-
is picking up.
That means you're just it's too much gain. You're too close to like.
Okay.
That's gonna just be too much. Yeah. Here, talk into.
Feedback. There we go. That's that feedback.
Where's that even coming from?
I think it's this. This monitor has a speaker in it.
Oh.
I think.
Maybe that's
I don't
causing
know.
If you have a headphone jack in this, then we could plug into that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna go into system preferences and I'm gonna go to
There. Now the green light's on. Record. So I'm recording this. Yep, I'm recording.
Yep.
Just want to show that. I'm recording. Oh,
Yeah.
it shows me how much gigs I have.
Yep.
Dope.
But there's other things you wanna see or I would wanna go into before I record.
Oh yeah.
I would go, let me see. Okay, so I would go switcher. Okay, so switcher. So we're recording here, yeah? But remember you said stop recording. Record all cameras.
Oh, see.
ISO. Record. Okay.
Now we got. Okay.
Now there's another one though. If you want the highest quality Like if you're not streaming this, you're just recording.
Yeah.
Hyperdeck high.
Wait, time, I'll say that again. If I'm not streaming.
If you're not streaming, then this quality, it means what it's going to be pushing out. So like, if you don't have a high bit rate and you try to do hyperdeck high, it might not be good. It might be bad. If it's like, oh, I'm trying to push it high, high quality, but my bit rate's not high enough. But if you're just recording, then you want to go over here to hyperdeck high, and that's going to give you the highest quality out as possible. So therefore, you would have the highest quality recording as possible.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're recording.
Yeah, and so now we're getting the ISO, so I'm getting that camera's.
Getting both cameras.
This camera.
And the program feed.
And the program.
Yeah. So.
See, I don't like that preview shit, but.
Yeah.
Well, now we can just cut.
Okay,
yeah.
So we don't like the preview button. So there's a bunch of things we have to go over.
Okay.
So we'll just put the headphones on hold for now.
Yeah, because I want to use these audio, so we gotta figure that out too. But
right, you want to be able to monitor it. So do you want to do that first? Do we want to figure out if you can? Because that's the whole point, right?
Yeah, let's figure out how to get being able to monitor this audio.
Right.
That's
but the final audio, right? The final, like
yes.
After it goes to hear what it's then recording,
yes.
right? So let's pull this out and let's see if you see any headphone jack.
I got this in Japan. There's a green and blue one. I don't know what that is.
Okay, I could see.
The green one is audio, I think.
Earphone.
Okay.
Earphone is blue. So, oh boy, this is one of the ways to get around this. Like how we were talking about, like, hey, do you need to get the Big Mac Daddy, or can you work around it by building the setup differently? Really, you could do it by building around it.
Here, I'll make this the one. You can put that one back
this one in here.
Yeah, let's put that one back in the board.
All right.
Well, I guess.
I mean, we can see the difference too. All right, here, give me that.
So that should go in the blue. So I guess only the tech would be able to monitor what's coming out of here, not the talent. Which
what's holding this?
Nothing. Gravity.
Dang, got a good grip. So let's test it.
Oh, it's the cords.
Oh, perfect. You might be buying a new monitor after all.
Sure. Yes.
How's it sound?
Now I can.
Now you can hear the final.
Now I can hear.
Okay.
Wait.
But
now I can hear what's happening, and I look at these levels here. Yes. That's.
Yes. So you are too loud.
So right. I would move. Wait, which one am I? 2 or 1? 2. So I'm 1.
You're 1.
Check. Yeah. See. There we go. Wait. Can you hit the levels? Okay.
You're 1.
I'm 1. So it says mic 1, and I'm talking regular. Okay. Now I'm in the red a little bit. Mic 1. Now I'm still kind of in the red. I'm super red. So let's go down like right there we go. Yep. There we go. And then do for your. I guess you gotta see.
Okay, you want to tell me mine? You could tell me based on the levels over there.
For you can go up a little bit more.
I can go up a little bit more.
Wait.
Oh.
I'm not even reading mic 2. What?
You're not reading mic 2. I see mic 2 over here.
Yeah, on this.
On this.
But not on this.
Oh, because you have it only as 1, so we need to actually go in here.
See, ain't no YouTube out there like that, bro.
I need direct answers from a guy who doesn't know what he's doing. Let me help you out,
bro.
We can learn together. All right. Let's see.
We can't hear Kevin's mic, and there's nothing coming in here.
And that's because over here you only have this Rodecaster and your mic 1. Okay. What you have to do is you have to split the audio. So you go to audio and you go to split audio here on the left, and you're gonna split audio on mic 1 and on mic 2, just for future reference. Okay, so now when I go to mic audio here, what it's gonna do is mic 1 now shows up as 2 microphones.
Mic, but I'm still seeing no mic 2 on this here. Look, can you see that?
There's no mic 2 over there.
When you talk,
There it is.
it's coming in on the program. So I know it's coming in. Try, like you talk?
Yes. Hello, hello, hello. So,
See, so it is coming
okay,
in.
so it is, but it's only showing as the same, basically.
To this, I think it thinks there's one mic.
Right.
It's almost like
But-
a splitter, basically.
Okay, so what you want to do now, then instead of, okay, can you, okay, is this yours or mine? Yours or mine? Is this yours or mine? Can you hear this? Is it getting quieter with this, or is it getting louder? Is this too loud? Can you hear me?
I didn't even hear.
You can't hear?
I mean, I heard.
I think that. Okay,
The
what
same.
about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? What
No,
about
there's
that?
like no change. I
No
hear you.
change.
It's constant.
No change. Okay. So you also have to watch audio tutorial because there's certain things that you want to set here, and then you use the gain as the main, and there's certain equalizer pass through stuff to that are helpful.
See, yeah, that's the question too. Is like I can put presets, or I can basically adjust gain. I can edit,
Yeah.
if you will, the audio here.
Yeah. And then just do
And
audio.
here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, what's the priority there? Priority chain is like make it sound good here, like with this, monitor here first. As like the technician, I'm thinking, I listen to this, sounds good to me here.
Then
Then
send
I
it
switch
out.
headphones to see what this guy's giving me,
Yeah.
and then
Exactly.
adjust it on here.
Yeah, so I don't know what you can. I mean, I imagine you can do all the same, if not more, adjustments on the Rodecaster, and then you would have you would be able to do more adjustments on the Rodecaster, is my assumption, than you would be on this app.
That's my assumption. As well.
Right. So then what I would do is I would probably watch something on how to get the best audio using a Rodecaster and an 810 Mini Pro.
Yeah.
Because there might be something that is in a certain order that you would want to edit the audio. You might want to do it first here, or you might want to do it first here, and because of which one you do first might change it in a way that might make it better or worse. So,
Right.
there might actually be a proper order on how to adjust the audio to get the best audio.
Right.
Right? You could do nothing and it probably still sound great.
Like I could just actually
Just do the
put
gain.
both of these mics into here.
You could put both of those mics in.
Both of these mics.
They are.
Well, they're in. Like I'm saying, instead of plugging.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. And totally get rid of the. Yeah.
Right, a roadcast.
And then what you would do is, check this out.
But.
Like, these are all the adjustments that you can make in here. So the nice thing with this is it's right in your face. You can, I can twist it, I can turn it, I can do it right away. On this, you have to, tap it, drag it, or you can also use like one. So if you look over here,
Yeah.
so
Oh, okay.
so
yeah.
you can change, you can do little adjustments,
Wait. Try do what you did before with this, but with this.
Okay.
So you're talking.
So I'm talking. This is changing both of them at the same time as the thing. So it's the whole line going in
But
and
see,
out.
yeah.
But you can tell.
Yeah, you're
You can
going
hear
up
it.
and down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then that's just going to be the audio for both of them, I guess. Now, here's the other thing. Oh, but your line is hard line then. So I don't think you're going to have any sync issues.
Latency.
Yeah, it's perfect. Oh, so that's easy. Yeah.
Dang. You know what? I might keep this monitor.
I know, it's big. You can see it, it's
I
nice.
might keep this monitor. I just need to figure out where.
I wonder if it'd be weird here.
Believe me, I thought about
So
it.
they could be like,
I thought about
like
a
that.
screen
Here, there, and it's
here.
all like everybody's in the mix. I don't know if that's weird. I've never seen it.
It's a bit picture in picture, a little two picture in picture.
Yeah,
I do kinda want it.
You're right.
I do want
It's not clean.
the talent to be able to see this though.
Yeah.
That's why, if their eyes go that way off screen for a minute, or like I don't know if I'm gonna.
You'd have to have one there, one over there.
Two, like, come on.
Is that a good size?
Exactly. I'll sit over there.
Yeah.
I put it over there.
You're like, switch.
Well, see, that's why I'm gonna put it over there. Like that workspace, the closet turn workspace over there.
It's gonna have a
It's
monitor.
gonna have a big, like, it's probably the same ratio as me to this size at this distance
Yeah.
to that distance.
Once
Whatever
it's
size
big
over
enough.
there. Because actually, I'm gonna have two, one horizontal and one portrait version over there.
Okay.
But for now, it looks like we've got.
So now
The
we have
audio.
the audio split, how you need. Now you just need to figure out what's the order and how to get the best audio and how you like it. These mics are so good though, you might not have to be tweaking so much. It's just going to be how much background noise is coming up?
Actually, not bad.
No, I don't hear anything. You?
Here, you know what? It's be interesting. You're listening. You're monitoring
This.
that. I'll give you this
Okay.
because this is coming out of A10.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if it'd be that much difference, but. So, ooh, see, ooh, yeah, that one is like raw. I mean, it's not bad still. What you're hearing.
Oh, I think
This one is better. Like I can hear.
even mine, when you hear me, see now, I feel like I sound warmer now than when I had those on.
And when I edit this,
And you were saying the opposite.
yeah, I'm like I like this one better. You know, because one
But you gotta be
Like
close.
when you do that, like-
but you gotta be close, yeah.
that inhale before you start speaking, like
But you can
that's
cut that
super
out.
weird. But you can hear that though, when I like that.
I can hear that when you go.
No, we're good.
I
Sound test. Sound test.
I think my mustache is touching the microphone.
But anyway, monitoring check, recording ISO. So you set that up.
Yeah,
Check.
and-
Do I have to save this? Like, is
It
it?
might be on autosave, so let's see.
Because I don't want to mess it up.
I feel like there's a couple things in my way here.
This is the cleanest setup ever, bro.
So we're gonna go up here to the top. We're gonna do file, auto, it should be, okay, so it's on auto save, but you can still do save as.
So you can save it as a preset.
Yeah, you can do save as,
Or-
because remember how I was telling you, you can do a bunch of macros? Or I'm sorry, I never told you what they're called, but where you can do one push of a button and it gives you a multi-function. So you can create that, but you have to write it,
Coding.
code, yeah.
Is that like a Fiverr thing? I can find something like Fiverr.
Yeah, they're like, I want to hit one button and I want it to go to a split screen, and then when I hit this other button, it's gonna go back to camera 1, and then another button is gonna go to camera 2 from split screen or something like that, or like
Yeah, so the whole. Do
There's
you
a
use
lot.
split screens? Have you ever messed with these transitions?
I've hit the buttons before.
What if I guess it's because it's on that. Can we
Yeah, so we're
undo
gonna do
this
that.
preview
So we're on
thing?
auto save, so
Okay.
that we'll leave that.
I could see how that preview setup is nice with like 3, 4 cameras.
Yeah. But even so, I mean, with a monitor this big, I
Right,
feel
you
like
can
it's
just-
almost a waste of space, the preview. You know?
That's just making the barrier to entry even higher. You know, like one more thing. But
I
mean,
kind of
guess-
wish I would have got this small one.
Your setup's tight though.
Yeah.
Custom build.
I mean, custom take a lot of time and money for, I'm not sure if there was a reason except for my own gratification.
The only L's we take are lessons,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, I'm paying for school. I mean, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you gotta do it. You pay for school.
It's tuition.
Exactly.
It's tuition for this game.
Yeah, I think I passed. Let's see. What are we doing?
We're getting rid of this preview, or
Okay.
whatever we call that.
Here we
What
go.
do you
So
call
we're
that?
gonna go to settings. Okay, so currently it's on a cut bus, I think is what they call that. So you can preview before you switch instead of just hitting which camera you want to change to.
Right.
So essentially, it's like it's a safety thing, but it's another button you have to push. So depending on how many cameras you have, like you said, and how much time you have,
and resources, like this sounds like great for a team.
right?
Like,
if there's somebody dedicated just
exactly.
to the ATEM, somebody dedicated just to the audio, and then somebody controlling the cameras,
Right.
I mean that's easy.
That's like I have headphones. I'm talking to 5 camera operators.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
but that's not this.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're monitoring just the monitor, but then and making the calls and telling people, hey, switch to camera this.
Right.
But you can preview it and say, hey, I want to preview this camera 2.
Right.
You know, but
yeah, camera 3. Let's get a little wider on that composition. Let's get a little wider. Make sure you get a little bit more horizon line on there.
exactly. And then you say, okay, and then you can preview it so you see it bigger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do feel that I don't know if it's the direction that I'm facing, or it's just my voice in general, but I feel like your voice sounds warmer.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's just your voice.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of my voice, but okay, we don't need to get into that. That's like for that's for the psychology episode. Yeah, I will tune in for that though. I have some questions. Okay, now I'm just poking around. Okay, so we are going to the settings button down here on the lower left hand side, and we're you know what? Oh, did you hear that?
What was it?
I don't know. It was like
I heard.
oh, it's like a little default button.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we need to change. Oh, and are your cameras set to this right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they're not.
No.
Wait. Set video standard. They're on. I know they're on 60p right now. So it's
not
fucking it
this.
up.
So not this.
No, because I was shooting 60p earlier
Okay,
today.
so let's just do 1080 60 instead of 5994.
Oh, could you change it mid record? I guess we find out. Right?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if it changed anything, but
Let's see.
maybe. Okay, so we're gonna. What are we doing again? We're changing the cut. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
so
it's at the beginning.
Have to do this preview. The green box. Like,
Oh
I'll just
no,
hit-
it didn't. It didn't do it.
Yeah, probably because we're recording.
Yeah, we're recording. Okay. Okay, so I have to be at the beginning. I have to see it in the very beginning.
Maybe it's.
I don't think it's this. It's gotta be.
Oh, you know what it is?
It's that little white screen.
There's another thing
Yeah.
that I downloaded. I know I downloaded 2 ATEM stuffs.
Here, just go to the question mark or the hourglass. Yeah, 810.
Yeah, over. There, that's it. Oh, maybe
that's the one. Okay, so now let's take a look at this. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is a connect using USB. Oh,
Software. What?
you have 8.6.3, so we need to look on the Blackmagic website to see what the latest is.
Okay.
That's actually the first thing you're supposed to do before you set it up. That's suggested from Blackmagic. That's why we're not good at this.
Well, didn't see that YouTube video. Or I did, and there's like 8 other windows open.
The first thing, okay, anyways.
There's a certain point in your YouTube journey where you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah. First thing, after you open the box. Okay, switching mode, cut bus. I told
okay.
look at me, I got the lingo.
You had it right, yeah.
Wow. Drop, okay, picture and picture keyer. Drop with transition or stay with transition.
You know what? What if I feel like, try to hit save, But if not, I'll just stop the recording one time.
Okay, that's it. Say.
Oh, it
And
worked.
let's test
It worked. Yeah,
Well, it
it's
already
still
changed.
recording.
So
And you don't.
it's still recording, but you can see that the numbers are no longer green. It's just red and white. So whichever is red is live.
What?
So this guy, so remember I told you I have the ATEM
Yeah.
extreme, extra buttons,
Extra large.
extra large, extra complicated.
Yeah.
But I wanted to try something a little simpler, so I bought a Yellow Box Pro, which is like a 8-inch encoder switcher. It's not much, honestly, it's not much bigger than this. It's probably like just a little bit larger, like that. It's everything. It's a monitor, you can switch from it, you can record on it, you can do everything. So I was like, shoot, let's try this.
Okay.
I bought one.
Yeah.
And then I get on the Facebook forums, and all I keep hearing are how things are messing up with people's like live production with it.
So it's like not reliable,
That's exactly what's happening. And so I'm doing all these tests, and I'm like getting closer and closer. I'm building my little rig out, and I finally so when I was working on my quality, my quality concerns, I got it up to par where I wanted to be.
Mm-hmm. And then.
And I'm hearing this news, and like one thing comes up, and I check it. You know, I'm like reading. I'm in the community. I'm asking my questions, and I'm reading other people's comments.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna live switch as if
Oh wow!
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Oh my gosh!
It's not me though. It's just live comments.
Who's doing this? Oh my god! Reaction shot.
Yeah. There's a live.
Yeah. So I was a little concerned. That's why I brought this box. I'm like, you know what? I guess I'm gonna start using this again. But I actually, in my deep dive in YouTube, that's my logo, by the way.
That's right.
MPL, Mackay Pacific Live. Ooh,
okay.
MPL, okay.
Shout out MPL.
Yeah,
Wait,
MPL.
I gotta, when I do this, I go, oh, see that?
Oh.
Mackay Pacific Live.
Yep. Don't go to the domain because I'm still working on it. But it's legit. It's legit.
Okay. Offering live streaming for your event. Working on it.
It's real. Yeah. We're real. We're a real person. Team. We're a team. Anyway, so I'm deep diving in this Yellow Box community. I see this video come up, and I'm like, oh, I like this guy. I like what he's doing. He's like, look, we're looking for answers here. He doesn't even want you to comment if it's baloney, you know, like if it's junk, if it's trash, like just don't waste anybody's time. Don't waste my time. Don't waste the viewer's time. Like, no one's learning if you're just out there trolling. You know what I mean? Like, go somewhere else. So I was like, oh, I like this guy. So then he's talking about pricing. He's talking about Yellow Box, connectivity, quality, what live streaming really is, you know, and what you can expect from it, you know, from somebody who's trying to launch their business and for consumer aspect. So when I'm done watching his YouTube, then I go to his website. Oh, he's got all this great information on the website. You really get a better understanding of what's going on. And I'm like, man, how do I talk to this guy? You know, I'm already getting so much information, but we like that firsthand, you know, conversation. We can shoot back and forth, you know. Sometimes something pops up and you just want to interrupt, you know.
Yeah.
Because the list is long when you're learning, you know.
People in that classroom.
Yeah, you want to know. You want to fire off the questions, get the answers. You know, maybe it goes a little astray, but I think you would get a lot. You could get a lot of answers and concerns sorted out in a relatively short amount of time. You know, I don't know how many YouTubes I've watched, hours and hours and hours. You know, days really. And still you're kind of like, I'm not sure.
That real-time feedback, that kind of course with a YouTube video, it's like you're restricted to, like, this is a good and shitty thing about YouTube is that the creators are incentivized to make the thumbnail, to make the, you know, click-through rate high, the average view duration high, and you're trying to fit this mold so that your video gets served to more people. So you're kind of giving up on things like, well, actually, I could spend an extra 5 minutes talking about this really dry subject that a lot of people will click off and therefore make my video less servable by YouTube. But the people who want to hear it actually wanted to hear that thing. So they ended up cutting it out.
And making a whole nother video for it, maybe.
Yeah, it's like,
or
maybe
maybe
the YouTube king, the YouTube queen, that is the algorithm, just so that your content gets preferential treatment. When actually, to the small group of people, they want that raw, uncut.
Right. Just want answers, not entertainment.
Yeah. So it's like, I know YouTube made like shorts. They also made premium YouTube TV. There's other branches of the YouTube beast, but I think one should be that fuck the algorithm.
Yeah. Let
people like this connect in a way that you already have the live streaming platform built, but almost like a classroom. Access is valuable now. So if I could sit down every week, you have to let 50 people come in on this live stream, whatever, and now it's like you don't have to worry about having a catchy intro, having a catchy thumbnail, almost like catfishing people, catfishing viewers.
Which I get. People trying to eat.
Yeah.
People trying to eat.
And people want to access money.
Right.
But how much more value could you get? That's way more than you would get in AdSense money if you actually if you weren't trying to mold into that game.
Right.
Interesting thing. That just tangent, but
No, I mean it's
because we're always on YouTube.
I mean, look, people go for different reasons. Like I was saying, some people want to learn. When you're trying to learn, you just want to learn. You don't want the fluff. You want to learn. You know.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you learn one thing. Sometimes you learn a few things in their YouTube video. But what if this guy just Robert Ham photography plug, awesome. He just offered to go live with him. So I was thinking, I read that. We're talking about live. We're going back and forth. We're talking about how we want to learn. What if we aren't the experts, but we go live asking questions with hopes of hearing answers from people? Yeah, we're going to get some stuff that's not great, but you have a direct connection and be like, yo, you want to step in and say something, and then somebody might say, no, that's totally wrong. All right, Jack, well, what's right?
Yeah.
Let's see. And they say, oh, you want to set up your ATEM? Okay, well, here we go. You know, how are you going to get the best audio from the broadcast and the ATEM? Oh, somebody comes in and they're like, oh, I love this show's cool, because they're trying to spread knowledge and not trying to act like they know everything. They're actually asking questions and asking for help to offer the help to other people.
It's a fine line between entertainment and education.
Right. Well, if somebody wants to watch the video after it's gone live, that's going to be a long form video.
Yeah.
And it's like, look, if you like long form, watch it or listen to it while you drive, whatever. But the idea is the classroom is live. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to be said. But so if you're live on the show, watching it live, subscribing, and you're viewing it live, that's when you're going to get a lot of information coming in. You know, that's when it's not so much entertainment anymore. You know. Speaking
of the live aspect, yeah, the HDMI port's still good on this, so I could actually have the computer. I'm thinking, right, when I want to, let's say, oh, we got somebody on the line, type of thing. It's a video call from so and so.
Oh, we plug it in.
Boop.
Yeah, on the computer, you see what we see.
So that's another thing, or even boop on your phone.
Oh, boop. And we got one that does 6.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah,
8. We got one that does 8. So, you know, we can do a class on that one too.
Integrating that, I feel like these are making a lot of jobs obsolete.
Yeah.
And those who do not jump in head first into it, are just be left behind, right? And sure, all these things, like I look at all this, like it's gonna be dated, so I gotta squeeze the most out of it as I can right now.
Yeah.
And as I'm saying that, I'm looking at this, like I should just be. I like to record then I have a nice clean audio file here too.
Yeah.
It's just in case shit happens here.
As well as the
Redundant.
lavaliers.
Yeah, and then we got the F2s.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
But I mean...
Some would say overkill. Some would just say,
this is the cleanest setup.
Yeah. And these guys got it covered, you know?
I mean, for what it is though, like all these tools, I always talk about like a zero latency or near zero latency between the creator and the creation. So I know what I want to do. Now I'm going to go through 25 hours of YouTube this week. Now I'm going to go to 5 different people talking through, and now I'm going to fuck things up. I'm going to plug something in wrong. I didn't upload the firmware like I should have. I'm doing all these things in between my idea and the creation. And that's not just me. That's millions and millions of people out there.
Oh, yeah.
So like, that's like if there was a mission statement, is like part of this, I want this to kind of be sort of like a beacon where you can get your idea out.
Yeah.
Seeing that the studio, whatever you call it, as part of a reduction of the latency between your idea and like the people who need to hear it.
Well, that's the good thing about live. It's just that it's out. You're like, look, this is it. If you're watching it right now, which you can, it's then you can watch it right now. You know, it's tune in. It's tune in. It's the radio station. It's the live broadcast. You know,
that'd be kind of interesting how it's sort of circling back to this, like TV, broadcast TV.
Yeah,
you watch it when it's on.
Yeah,
and then it kind of slowly went to like, what? Why only listen or watch something whenever people show it to me when I can have it accessible anytime I want?
Well, what's live though? News. That used to be the only thing that was live. No, but before. Right. Before the cell phone. Before the smartphone and a good enough data rate, you know, that you could actually go live
and
have a platform. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Before that, the only thing that was live was like something on the television, you know? And that was usually a news
phone
thing. Phone calls.
Damn near live.
Sometimes radio.
Yeah.
You know, I think radio, I don't have a big knowledge of it, but I think maybe there was like some space there. Maybe
like a delay.
Maybe, you know, for sensory purposes.
There's gotta be.
Yeah, for sensory purposes, but not a whole lot is live. Now there is. Now people just go live. But
that's what I mean. Yeah.
But like, you have the opportunity to be in class live, watching something you want to learn, trying to get the knowledge that you want, the stuff that you're everybody has to go to school for what they have to go to school for. What about going to school for what you want to go for? Doesn't matter if your age, doesn't matter
your location,
obviously. You know, some things matter. Obviously it is technology, so you have to be able to have internet, but we're talking about spreading knowledge for things that you like with people who are passionate about it too, you know?
See, that's the problem that you're solving there is what we've experienced in trying to figure out how to work this damn piece of how to work everything in this freaking office. I have YouTube. Before I purchased it, after I purchased it, you know, like just about everything you see. And so what you're talking,
there's a lot in here.
And some would say,
yeah, some might not, but some would.
But I never once had that. The closest thing I came to that was B&H. B&H to have a live chat,
right?
And
they're great.
Yeah, that's great, but it's not. And so you get a little bit of personalized care, personalized attention, personalized answers, which a lot of websites and providers offer some shape or form of that. But what you're talking about is basically what you and me are doing.
We're trying to open up a dialogue, you know? We're trying to open it up to everybody.
I made this for YouTube and packaged it up to favor the YouTube gods. That's why I made this piece of education. But really, you wrapped it in entertainment.
Right.
We're taking away that wrapper and we're just giving that straight dope, that straight access.
Oh.
I mean, if you think about it, it's almost like what's that one tax service?
TurboTax
and stuff. Like a lot during last couple of years, that's all their heavy advertisement was like personalized assistant, just
Right.
like a video call. Like, yeah, we needed that. I'm sure a lot of people did buy into that.
Yeah.
But what if it, and it's solving a big problem because everyone doesn't know how to do their taxes.
Well, and people want
But
that touch. So if you can't be, how many people, customer service is gone, right? You go into a store and you're like, where is everybody? They're there, but there aren't as many of them. But for us who have grown
Yeah,
up
yeah.
around customer service, it's nice to have someone to talk to in person that you're assuming and hoping that they know what they're doing, because it used to be when somebody worked at an auto store, they knew about cars. When someone worked at a computer store, they at least knew about the computers that were there, you know?
now it's a little bit more loose because there's so much automation. Yeah, I get it. Business leverage out a lot of the, I don't want to say mundane, but you can be replaced.
Right.
And I get that part of the business model and strategy for expansion and all these other things. But the cost is exactly what you just highlighted, is when it comes to this interaction, I have a question, I want the answer.
I'm
There
not
aren't too
sure if
many.
I'm not sure if I have it.
They're not, well, I mean, like, even you just coming here today, even if even if there's a video I just didn't click on yet that went through everything I just went through, there's something that comes with, there's different kind of learners, right? Kinetic learners. Like, if I move my body, I'm going to remember it more
Yep.
than when I'm prone, I'm sitting like this and I'm watching everything is focused on this little rectangle in front of me. That's different than plugging this in. Even if I'm just talking to myself, not to say like if you're invisible, but like if I was talking to myself and doing things, I'm sure there's a different rate of like proficiency acquirement, right? Than if I was to do it, let's say if I just words on a page, on a manual. That's why pictures are in manuals.
Right.
Like putting together this desk, for example. The pictures and the words and the way they label it, all these things, it could be the same information, but the way I take it in affects my performance, the results. And so I feel like that's that part that happens when you have a person in front of you. You get that full coverage, even though the same exact information could come to you in a video and a manual and friggin' all these other ways that are cool. That actually is more efficient because it can serve way more people at the same time. But the limit that comes with a conversation in real time, the value in that is just immense. That, and it sounds to me like that's what you're offering, is like, that part is not just, it comes back to the online classes versus the in-person class.
Oh, but we're
What?
taking it one step further, because this isn't just online. You're giving somebody, you're opening up a conversation. I think you really hit it when you said people learn differently. People who don't learn by just reading always say that, because I'm that person, and I'm not the only person.
Oh,
I love learning things. I like learning things that I like.
mm-hmm,
That goes for most people, but we all learn them differently. Some people do just fine reading it in a book. Some people do just fine watching a YouTube video. Some people do better in person. Some people do better hands-on, and this is kind of trying to do two, or even three, because we're talking about it. You want to do hands-on, like, hey, what's the topic? It's going to be on maybe it's some hardware, maybe it's software, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to do it. You're going to see it. We're going to touch it. We're going to make the adjustments. How many YouTube videos have you watched? I'm guilty of this, where I'm watching something on, let's say, a camera setup or making adjustments. I just watch the video, but I'm not making the adjustments as I'm watching the video.
Exactly.
It's like, what are you doing?
And you know what?
And then you go back and then you watch it again.
The result is way different.
Yeah.
Right? The result could be a subscribe, great for you, creator, right? The result could be, no, I clicked onto another one of your videos. Fuck. Now I learned how to do some shit with some shit that I don't even have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the what's it called? The rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oops, slippery slope down that
Yeah,
rabbit hole.
Maybe you don't have what you're doing, but you have the conversation that opens up. And hey, maybe it's different every day. Maybe it's different sometimes. Maybe it all evolves around tech. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's, Bitcoin, finance. Maybe it's about your local whatever. It can really just be. Honestly, it's like those conversations that you wish you could have, but then you just sit on the phone and look at the phone, TikTok, Instagram, and you're like, I could be doing so much, like I could be doing something better with my time, but instead having a conversation with somebody. Instead, I'm looking at my phone.
I think at the end of the day, the goal of these apps is simply to suck attention, right?
Oh yeah,
Because that's how they make their gains.
Absolutely.
And so you're not incentivized to then act. You're just incentivized to keep scrolling, keep engaging.
Yeah.
You're not incentivized to then take that information, even if it's entertainment, and then act upon it.
Right.
Turn that info into experience. Turn that info into knowledge. There's no incentive for that. But a conversation in real time, when it's like, I just gave you some info, now you're going to actually add the action to that info.
Right. And you're watching it because it's something you're interested in, not because it's something I'm trying to sell you. This is already something that you're interested in. You know, I used to do sales. I have a sales background, and they used to ask me, hey, what is it that you want? You want more money, more money? And I'm like, man, I just want more time. I want to do something else. I don't want to be stuck here selling things to people that I'm like, I don't want to be selling something to somebody that personally, sometimes I feel like it's not something that they need. Now everybody uses them all the time, but still. It's something inside me that I'm like, look, I just don't want to be selling. It's like, what about sharing? What about learning? You know? And hey, if it can make you money, cool. But if you're packaging it as an education opposed to something that is just something that they can buy and then throw away later.
Cash grab.
Yeah, it's like, come on. I get it. But there's other things we can do. We can learn.